You mentioned before the two types of caseworkers, and that first caseworker, that friendly caseworker with good intentions, forgetful at times. What kind of impact does that really have when you kind of go, all right, this person can just chill out for a minute and have a chat with me?
That's an impact that lasts for the entirety of your relationship, and often if the relationship is quite long, it kind of lasts with you into your adulthood. I can think of one particular caseworker that has just stuck with me the entire time I've been alive since I've known her, and I've just sort of wanted to grow up to be just like her, basically. And I certainly never thanked her or showed her any respect at the time, but if I found her now, I'd certainly have some choice kind words for her heroism. All of the young people that have talked to me about their favourite caseworkers have said something very similar along the lines of, it wasn't like they were my caseworker, it was like they were my best buddy. And the massive disadvantage that young people in care have against young people who don't have a care experience is that young people who don't have a care experience, no matter how badly they fight with their parents, they might fight like cats and dogs about whose turn it is to fill the car with gas or whatever it is. At the end of the day, even if they're sort of not going to talk to their parents for an entire week or whatever it is, when that young person's world is starting to fall into shambles because this relationship's falling out and they've just broken up with their boyfriend and they've just been fired and all of this, they always have the option of saying, Mom, everything's crap. What do I do? And even if they're not having a good relationship necessarily with their parents, they have a person that has known them their entire lives that they respect, that they could turn to for guidance. And young people that are in care often don't have this. And they might have a foster carer if they're in a really long-term placement that they've got that kind of rapport with. But often young people are changing foster carers like every few months and don't have the ability to build rapport with yet another foster carer. And this is a massive, massive disadvantage because any adult, even in their mid-20s, even in their mid-30s, is sometimes crying to mum or dad about like their situation. And young people in care, in many situations, don't have that option. The closest thing often that young people have is a caseworker that just wants to sit with them like a best friend and just chat about anything, shoot the shit, you know? And to kind of have a casual talking, chatting relationship with a caseworker means that when everything does fall to pieces, and it's often something that you can't talk to your best friends about because it's very personal and it's something that's not cool, maybe. It's often not cool to have feelings when you're a teenager, you know. So to have a caseworker that you can talk to about anything means that you've got someone to go to say this stuff to. And then if it's incredibly serious, the caseworker can help you make decisions about whether you want a counsellor or not, or a psychologist, or they can guide you through the process of making decisions around maybe what kind of lawyer you need or what kind of cooking workshops you might need to go to because you just can't eat well enough.